Hi YouTube, I'm Dylan, and in this video, we are going to draw Michelangelo, the party dude of the Ninja Turtles. So get a pencil, a nice piece of paper, like this video, hit that subscribe button, and let's begin. So the first thing we want is a simple golf ball sized circle for the top of his head, and then draw a little bit of an oval at the bottom. And remember to draw very loosely and lightly, because we're not going to use all these lines later on. We're going to cover some of them up. Then we got to put a cross to know where the middle of his face is and where his eyes will go. Maybe you could put a line here for his mouth as well. And then you're going to draw this kind of upside down triangle shape or upside down egg. That's going to indicate his body. Then we need to put balls on both sides for his shoulders. Do the same thing for the elbows. And use circles for his hands as well. Just like this. And then put circles for his legs as well. We're just planning out where we're going to put stuff. Okay, so we got that. Now let's draw his face. So we need to start with his eyes. And remember, he's wearing a mask. So it's going to look like this. There's the brow line of the other eye. And the other eye is going to look like this as well. They're basically like half ovals. And then we need to raise that up a little bit. We're going to make this a little bit of a slope, like a S. And then for the bottom, it's basically a soft, stretched out W shape. And curve this side a bit. And then don't forget the top of his head, that goes like this. Okay, now we need to get the bottom of his head, which will go like this. Make sure these corners are rounded so they look like a boomerang and not, you know what I mean. So we'll get that. And now we're going to put in his mouth. It's going to be a simple kind of a little bit of a V shape. It goes like this. And a dimple. Now we need to get the tassels on the back of his mask. So we'll draw this shape here. Then we're going to curve up like an upside down U. We'll make this shape. Then do another curve. So we got that. Now we need to get the other end with a curve, with a triangle at the bottom, curve at the bottom of the triangle. Then draw another triangle inside it. Then you can shade that in. All right, now we need to get the other tassel that goes like this. Make sure it gets really skinny on this end and then it gets fat on this side. Then draw a fold line. And then we need to get a curve right here. Put another curve, some folds, and then put two last triangles, one longer, and then one smaller. Then you can fill that in, just like that. Okay, so that's Michelangelo's head. Now we need to give him his body. So we'll draw his shoulder area, including the neck. And then we can draw the top lines of his shoulders that go like this. All right. And then we draw his front chest. Which goes like this, and we got to give him his upper body, his upper muscle, and that goes like this. Now we need to get his, at least whatever part of this arm we can get. Got to give him those elbow pads, and they're almost uniquely shaped squares with rounded edges. And there's 3 of them. They go like this. Here's his forearm, the strap, and then we give him, here's one forearm, and then we need to get this side as well. This side you just curve them like this. Here's the forearm. On this side, draw his wristband up here. And before we get to his other hand, we need to draw him holding his nunchuck, his weapon of choice. So we'll get the wrist wrapping here. Here's his thumb. Remember, the turtles only have 2 fingers and a thumb. So here's his thumb. And maybe just lightly draw 2 parallel lines that will indicate where we're going to put his nunchuck. So here's one finger. So there's the top fingers. Now we need to draw his nunchuck, starting with the one that he's holding in his hand. Then on this end, put a circle so that we make it look like a cylinder. You can fill that circle in, and then draw the wrappings on it. And now we need to draw the top end of the nunchuck. Put a little shadow on it. And then we need to draw the chain, just like like these rectangles that go like this. That's the middle chain link. And then here's the left chain link that goes like this. And then in the middle, we draw a circle, the other end of the nunchuck, just like that. Then put a dark shadow line. Then we draw the bicep, like that. So that's one nunchuck. Now we're going to draw the other one. And this one's going to be a little different because we're going to make it look like he's spinning it. So we'll, again, draw two parallel lines very lightly. This is going to set up where we're going to put what? So here's one finger that goes like this. Then we need to get the other finger. That's the thumb. Here's the bottom end of his nunchuck. And then cap this side with a circle. The metal end, get that black highlight. Get the wrappings. And then, instead of drawing the other end, what you do to make it look like it's spinning is you draw kind of an ovalish shape. It doesn't have to be a complete oval. Just draw that. Look like it's spinning. And then draw lines around it to indicate the other end of his nunchuck that goes like this. As you can see, it makes it look like it's spinning. Makes it look cool. So now that we got his hands, we need to draw his belt. So we'll just draw these two parallel lines horizontally. And then we need to get the knot. So there's the knot. And then we need to get his tassels. Here's the folding end of that one. Let's get the other one. Here's, get a triangular shape. Let's close off the belt right here. indicate some folds. Then you can close this end. Even if it sticks out, that's okay, because we're going to put his shell behind it. And then get the bottom of his body. Get that line. And now we need to draw his legs. We need to get the thighs. Get the muscles. And then we'll draw his knee pads. And they're both simple squares with 3 paddings, just like the elbow pads. And then don't forget the back side where it to show that's wrapping. And we get the foldings. So there are his knee pads. Now we need to draw his calves and his feet. His calves are going to go like this. So we got his knee pads and calves. Now we need to get his feet. He only has 2 toes. So we'll draw these sort of squarish shapes that indicate his toes. And now we need to get the other foot. Here's the ball, the back one of his foot, because it's turned a bit. Here's his toes here. And now we're almost done. All we need to add is his shell. So we're going to draw a series of curves that go behind him, like this. And a line that connects behind that belt we put. And then here's this side. And then to finish it off, we'll add some shadows underneath his neck. Maybe some on his legs. And then don't forget some muscles on his arms here. Okay, now what you can do is you can get your eraser and remove some of the construction lines we put, like some of these ball joints that we don't need anymore. Let's get rid of some of those. There's some in his hands. Let's erase those. His elbows. Get some around his mask. Get some here around his mouth. We put a shadow here. And there you go. That is Michelangelo. Hope you all had fun. I'll see you next time.